You ever find yourself stuck in a conversation with a client thinking, they need this AI solution, like yesterday, but you're not sure how to bring it up without sounding like you just binge-watched Silicon Valley and drank 3 Red Bulls?
Pepe Sylvia, this name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I look in the mail, well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia!
Here's the thing. AI can solve a lot of problems for small businesses, but they're not going to say, hey, I'm ready for an AI-powered lead nurturing solution. What they are going to say is something like, I can't keep up with leads, I'm behind on reviews, I don't really do social media. In this video, I'm going to help you recognize the things your clients are already saying that quietly scream, I need help. Ask the right questions to get your prospects to basically pitch themselves on AI. Position AI as the relief to their overwhelm, not just another thing to manage. And finally, spot those buying signals that tell you it's time to stop educating and start closing so you can confidently guide the conversation from, that's interesting, to, where do I sign? Because there's this critical moment in sales, and if you miss it, the deal drags. But when you know how to recognize it, you become the closer your clients actually need. Let's talk about what clients actually say when they're ready for AI, and more importantly, how to turn those everyday pain points into the start of a serious sales conversation. So number 1, we're behind on replying to reviews or messages. This one's more common than you think. Some variation of, we just don't have time to respond to every review. I usually ask people for reviews in person, but I forget. Sometimes I don't even see the message until days later. Sound familiar? Here's what to ask to prompt it. Do you have a system in place for handling reviews right now? Are you manually replying to everything yourself? Do you usually ask for reviews, or is it more hit or miss? When you hear this kind of friction, that's your opening. You don't need to say, AI will revolutionize your review strategy. Instead, you say, let's automate the boring stuff. We can set up a system that asks for reviews at the right time and even drafts the replies for you, so your reputation stays strong without sucking up your day. And if they're worried it won't sound human, that's when you show them an example and let the AI speak for itself. Number 2, I can't keep up with leads. This is a classic. It's one of the most frustrating pain points you'll hear. They might say, I get people calling or messaging, but I'm so busy I forget to follow up. Or, I know I've missed opportunities, but I don't know how many. So prompting questions you can ask to elicit these kind of answers would be, what's your current process when a new lead comes in? How long does it usually take you to respond to a lead? And do you know if your team is following up with every inquiry? So this is where AI doesn't sound like a gimmick. It sounds like relief. So you can say things like, we can help you engage every lead instantly, even after hours. AI follow-ups can ask qualifying questions, collect info, even book appointments so no one's left hanging. And here's the key. This isn't just automation for the sake of automation. It's helping them stop leaving money on the table. Number 3, we've never gotten a lead from our website. Or, I spend half my day answering the same damn questions. So this one is gold. You might hear it as frustration about their website just sitting there collecting dust, or their team being stuck answering the same 3 questions 300 times a week. To get this kind of response, you can ask questions like, what kind of questions do people usually call or message about? What's the main goal of your website? What do you want people to do when they land there? And are you collecting any info from your site visitors right now? To position the solution, you can say something like, sounds like your site is acting like a brochure when it should be acting like a salesperson. What if we added an AI-powered receptionist, something that could chat with visitors, answer common questions, collect info, even book appointments? And here's where you anchor it in ROI. You can say, that way, your team can focus on real leads, not repetitive phone calls. Number 4, we get the same questions all the time. Now, they might not say this directly, but if you dig a little, are there any questions you or your team are tired of answering? Do you find yourself repeating the same info to customers? Do most of your phone calls follow the same script? And to position the AI solution, you can say, if the same questions keep coming up, that's a perfect job for an AI receptionist or chatbot. It can handle FAQs around the clock without pulling staff away from more important work. That's not selling AI, that's solving real pain. Number 5, I'm not on social media, but I know we need to be. This is classic quiet guilt. They know they should be posting, but they're overwhelmed or just don't see the return. Ask questions like, have you tried posting before? What held you back? What kind of content do you wish you could post? If you didn't have to write it yourself, would that change anything? And to position the solution, you can say, AI can write the post, pick the image, and even schedule it. All you have to do is give it a few pointers. It's not about going viral. It's about being consistent without burning out. You're not offering AI social media tools. You're offering peace of mind. Number 6, we have a CRM, but we barely use it. Or they might say, we don't really follow up after the first visit. So this one's sneaky. It sounds like a systems issue, but it's really a nurturing issue. So ask questions like, do you have a list of past customers you keep in touch with? Where do you track your client info or purchase history? And when someone buys from you once, what happens next? To position the solution, say something like, we can set up personalized nurture campaigns, emails, texts, review requests that run automatically. Keeps your brand top of mind without you lifting a finger. And if they don't even have a CRM, no worries. We'll help you build one that works with automation from day one. This is where AI feels less like a tool and more like a follow-through machine. So now you've got the conversation going. Your client's talking about missed leads, review overload, ghost town social media, and you've shown them how AI can actually help. Now what? This is where you listen for buying signals. Not AI-specific buying signals, just sales buying signals. And if you've been in sales for more than 5 minutes, you've heard these before. But here's the twist. When someone's curious about AI but unfamiliar with it, they often won't ask a technical question. They'll ask a decision question. Here are the verbal buying signals to listen for. How much does it cost? How soon could we get started? Do you offer support after setup? Can you send me a proposal? When you hear any of these, it's no longer about educating. That's your cue to start closing. And if your conversations happen digitally, say via email, your website, or even a lead gen funnel, here are the behavior buying signals. They're spending more time on your pricing or product pages. They're opening multiple emails or clicking your call to actions more than once. They book a demo or ask for specific feature info. They return to your site after ghosting for a bit. These are all the digital equivalent of leaning forward in the chair. Recognizing and acting on buying signals is crucial in sales. It's your cue to stop educating and start closing. And look, you don't need to have a hard pitch. You just need to confidently take the lead and say, sounds like this is something you want to get moving on. Let's talk next steps. That's it. Don't let the moment pass. So, your client just asked, how much does it cost? Or, can you send me a proposal? That's your moment. The door is open. But what you do next decides whether you walk through it or you let it close. Here's what I recommend. First, confirm their pain. Don't jump straight to the pitch. Anchor back to what they told you. Sounds like your challenge right now is staying top of leads and follow-ups, right? That reminds them why this matters. Next, recap the solution. Make it real. Show that you heard them. That's exactly where this AI receptionist comes in. Responds instantly, collects info, and keeps your team out of the weeds. Tailor it to the specific pain they mentioned. Don't go into every feature. Go into relief. Then ask for commitment. Now you give them a clear, simple next step. Would it help to see a quick demo? Do you want to take the first step and get this set up? You're not closing with pressure. You're closing with clarity. If they're leaning in, nodding, asking questions, they're ready. Don't keep educating. Start closing. You've already earned their trust. You don't need to sell harder. You just need to help them say yes. Let's lock this in. Every conversation with a client is a chance to listen between the lines. What sounds like a casual complaint is often a clear signal they're ready for help. The agencies that grow the fastest, they know how to spot those moments. When someone says, we're behind on reviews, they're asking for automation. When they say, we've never gotten a lead from our site, they're begging for conversion support. When they keep repeating the same info to customers, They don't need more time. They need smarter systems. So here's your new playbook. Spot the signal, prompt the response, position the solution, and when you hear the cue, close. Because the worst thing you can do is keep educating when they're ready to buy. And when that moment hits, recognizing and acting on buying signals is crucial in sales. It's your cue to stop educating and start closing. That's how you help more clients. That's how you grow your agency. And that's how you make AI feel less like the future and more like a no-brainer.